Hi and welcome to another battle report. This is 2500 points, Ogres versus Bretonnia. As for his army, to the right he have 18 Gnoblars with musician. Then he have some lead belchers with musician, and behind them he have a scrap launcher and then an iron blaster. Then he have 9 iron guts with 4 characters in it. He have a level 4 Slaughtermaster of Heaven, he have the Fencer Blade and Armor of Destiny. Then he have a BSB with a Talisman of Preservation. Then he have a Butcher of Maw with a Hellheart or a Dispel Scroll. And he also have a level 1 Fire Belly with either Hellheart or a Dispel Scroll. Then he have some 2 Saber Tusk hiding behind a tree next to the iron guts, and behind that he have another scrap launcher, and then he have 7 bulls, and to the far left he have 2 more Saber Tusks. For his magic on his level 4 of Heaven, he got the Blizzard, he got the Harmonic spell, he got Curse of the Midnight Wind and the Thunderbolt. His Fire Belly got the Fireball spell, and his Butcher got whatever spells that make the unit stubborn. As for my own deployment, this is my left side. I got 3 Pegasus Knights with Champion and Musician. Then I got a Bretonnian Lord with Questing Vow, he got the Gauntlet of Duel, Insignia of the Quest, and Warrior Bane and Virtue of Confidence, which pretty much make you reroll every hit and win in combat, and you can't refuse a challenge from him. Then I got a level 2 in a lot of Beast with the Silver Mirror, like a Dispel Scroll, and you suffer a Strength 6 hit. The caster, she is with 8 Knights of Errant with full command. Then I have some Questing Knights, 12 of them with full command. Next to them I have 12 Realm Knights with full command and Standard of Discipline. In that unit I also have my BSB with 1-up rerollable armor save and a Lord with 1-up rerollable armor save. And I also have a Paladin with the Heroic Killing Blow, and the Bretonnia Lord have Ruby Goblet, which make that you can wound them better on 3+ with non-magical attacks. Then I have 8 Knights Errant with full command with a level 2 damsel in it. She has the Ruby Ring and the Dispel Scroll. Further away I have 3 Pegasus Knights with Champion and Musician, and to my right I have 5 Fastcav. As for my spells, both my damsel got the Wild Form spell. The damsel in the Green Knight unit got the Pelt, and the other damsel in the more colorful Errant Knights got the Spear. And this is just showing my vanguard for my Pegasus on the left flank. And this is my Pegasus and Fastcav moving up on the right flank. I choose to pray to the Lady of the Lake and get my ward save, so he takes the first turn. He starts by turning his Gnoblar towards my Pegasus Knights, and he pushes his Lead Belcher unit, Iron Guts unit and Bulls unit up a bit to get closer to me. He also moves his War Machine around a little bit. He also moves up his Saber Tusk on his left flank, like that. In his magic phase I use my dice to stop the Thunderbolt on my Pegasus Knight, but he get the Bubble of Harmonic spell on his army, which unfortunately for him didn't help him very much. This is my Questing Knights after suffering 2 shots from the scrap launcher, and he only managed to take down 1 of them, and he didn't even roll a single 6, so we have really bad luck shooting with that one. His Lead Belcher also firing at my Questing Knights and take down 2 more of them. His Iron Blaster didn't do anything. so I passed this shooting round without suffering too much damage. And for my first turn, I start by failing a shot with my Pegasus Knight at his lead belcher, but this was actually lucky for me, I think, so here afterwards, because like as you can see, he have his scrap launcher that could get in a nice flank on my Pegasus Knights, and he would have been steadfast, so a real luck for me. I also move up my lord in front of this impossible terrain to get to do something next turn. I move up my Pegasus Knights like this to stop his Iron Guts to charge my unit, and my fast cav charges his hounds over there. Magic Face didn't really do anything because first 4 dice I failed to cast a Amber Spear, and the other 4 dice he just uses Dispel dice to stop that. And as you can see, I have moved up my knights just a little bit. And as you can see, my fast cav really didn't stand a chance. These hounds were really tough. They have like 3 attack each and hit really hard, and that sucked. So I lost my fast cav. Lousy peasants can't do anything right. As for his turn 2, his Scourger, one of them, decided to show up right behind my lines. The Iron Guts take a charge at my Pegasus Knights. He moves up his dog over there to block 2 of my lances. In his magic phase, I used the Silver Mirror to shut down his magic phase, and his shooting unfortunately didn't do much this turn either. You can see I lost 3 of my realm lands to his cannon and scrap launchers, and his lead belcher managed to take 2 wounds on my lords. I actually failed a look out sir on my Bretonnia lord in the realm lands, but he wounded me and I passed my ward save, so everything is good there. In the combat with the Iron Guts, of course, he almost slaughtered all of my Pegasus Knights. My champion survived because he took a challenge to his level 4, and I break from combat, but I rally on my turn, so I lost my blessing on my Pegasus Knights. So in the movement phase, I move up my lord over there to stop his Iron Gut from doing anything, and my Pegasus Knights charges his Gnoblars. I turn around my Knights of Errant to face his Gordier, and in the magic phase, my first damsel tries to throw a wild form on my Lord on Pegasus over there, but he dispelled that, and I uses my other damsel to throw the exact same spell, and I roll a miscast. And I rolled a fantastic number 4, so she gets sucked into a hole, and she kills 2 of my knights, which isn't too bad, I guess. And my Pegasus Knight breaks his Gnoblar and overruns, as you see. In the combat with the Saber Tusk, I killed them, but I didn't choose to overrun. Actually, in the errant combat, his Saber Tusk managed to kill 2 of my knights. So for his turn number 3, he starts by charging his Ogre into my errant lands over there. His Scrap Launcher have rolled a misfire last turn and got the random movement special rule, so that's why he can charge into my Pegasus Knight's flank, and also a reason why his shooting last round didn't really do much. In his turn he also charges with his bulls over there. He charged my 1 remaining Pegasus Knights, and I choose to flee and ended up right in the top of this picture. And he redirected into my questing knight, needing an 8 I think, and he made it, but didn't get the Ogre charge. In the magic phase, I think I uses my scroll to shut down this magic phase too, and as you can see I've lost some of my realm knights, and this is from a cannon. He actually killed 2 of my realm knights, and my lord takes 2 wounds because he failed an other look out sir test, but this time I didn't pass my ward save, but fortunately for me he only rolls 2 wounds. This is the spot where my Pegasus Knights used to be. He takes his lead belcher and kill him outright. In this combat, as you see, he takes 3 wounds on me, and I rake, and I roll 11 and he rolled 10, so I get away. This combat went really well. He didn't manage to take any wounds on me, and I sneak a wound through on him, but he is unbreakable. This combat went really bad for me. I lost 2 knights from his impact hits, which is maybe expected, but then I lost 4 more knights just by his bull hitting me, and I lost really hard, and I lose my banner, and yeah, you see what. I should also mention that his Iron Gut unit killed my lord on his impact hits, so I couldn't even show off his good challenging skills. And for my turn number 3, I take my realm lands with my character into his Death Star and pretty much hope for the best and see what I can do. My Pegasus, who had fled from the Scratch Lancer, start to continue fleeing and run off the board. In the magic phase, I use the brilliant move to 6 dice wild form. I roll a miscast and then I roll a 5, so the unit pretty much explodes, which make them panic and they run off the board. That's why it's totally empty where they used to be. In this combat, I managed to do another wound to his model, and he kills 2 of my knights, and I win by Musician, and he's unbreakable, so we just stick around. And this is what happened when a Bretonnia Knights unit charges. I challenge with my Paladin with Heroic Killing Blow, takes it with his champion, and I Heroic Killing Blow his champion. So he can't strike at my Paladin. I have a BSP and a Lord, and they both have 1-up rerollable armor save, so he can't do any wound to them. As land formation, I can hit his unit, but he cannot hit my knight, so he doesn't get any combat rest from killing knights. And I killed some Ogre Iron Guts, do a wound or 2 on some character. He actually managed to do 1 wound on my knights because he's one of his character have a flaming attack which takes a wound on my knights, and when I overrun I take dangerous terrain test and lose 2 of my knights, so that's why the units have lost some model over there. Well, on his turn, number 4, he just turn everything around and fire at my knights with a cannon and 2 scrap launcher and lead belcher, but he only managed to do 1 knight kill. Only 1 of my knights die, and my Paladin takes a wound. And in this combat, he have put another of this ambushing Gorger on last turn, so he flank charged my Iron Knights. I actually do a wound on his Gorger that is wounded, and he killed 1 of my knights, and I pass a leadership 5 test, so I stick around. I don't have a lot of picture anymore, but I can tell you in my turn number 5, my knight units turn around and he takes another round of shooting on my knights, but well, he didn't do anything on them this turn either. I shot his lead belcher and killed them and overrun and catch them. And on his last turn, his scrap launcher bombards my unit and managed to get a killing blow on my BSB, so he takes him out finally. In this combat, I managed to kill 1 over their Gorger but he killed my knights, and that's the end of the game. So it was a very interesting and fun game against a very skilled player who was very careful when he plays out his units, measuring everything to see if he could see what would happen if they're overrun and stuff like that. You know, when you see when a good player plays a game. But I actually pull out a victory from this game. I won by 20 points, so as you can see it's a pretty even game. And in the middle, round 2, 3, I actually thought oh shit, he's gonna crushes me real hard. But well, I managed to win, so I'm very glad for that. So thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.